haul, yo. And we've got plans. Boy, do we have plans. Hi, welcome to my eclectic channel. My name is Agnes and I make videos for fun. A lot of them on sewing, which is what this is. I also have a growing playlist on French songs and a spattering of other things. What we have to work with is this blue chambray 90% cotton men's shirt. I went snooping around on Pinterest and I found this look. That's what we're going for. There's no guarantee that that's what we're going to end up with. Last time we made some good progress and we have a first draft of the dress. Aside for a small issue at the bust, the fit is good. However, the skirt looks completely wrong and we need to fix that. I worked a row of base stitching following the marking I made on my dress form, and then I did a fitting again and put it back on Tanya, and it's good. This will work. So I can do this the same on the other side. To make that easier, I don't want to come back to my pattern pieces and transfer those modifications. I've been doing that. I do a fitting, I modify something, it goes on the pattern paper. And here's a little trick for you. I just cut off this much from the center front panel. This is the side panel that attaches to it. So what I can do is, to do it symmetric, I take this bit, flip it over, put it over here, and that's what needs to come off from the other piece. And then I can use that same piece to trace where I need to cut. My preference here is going to be to trace from stitch line to stitch line, and when I'm sewing I will be focusing on following the chalk mark with my machine needle. I am not quite ready to trim the seam allowance yet, so I don't want to cut the fabric just yet. I did a fitting on myself and then I put it on Tanya, my double. And I'm here. The fit is beautiful. No more concerns at the chest. The skirt in the front is now all nice and flat, and everything else just remains very, very good. So we're done with the fitting part, but it's just the beginning, because now there's all of the finishing work that goes in. I'm not famous, but if you look through my playlists, I have playlists for each sewing project that I've made on this channel, and you'll see that any simple project, this is not a fancy dress. It's actually quite a simple design. But yeah, even simple projects, I do 12-week series on them, with each video being about 10 minutes on the average. So you can do the math, 12 times 10 minutes. It would make a 2-hour movie if I put that all in one video, and I think that'd be the longest sewing video you'd find on YouTube. And that's because it's a process. When I watch a lot of sewing videos on YouTube, I enjoy them. They're good guidance, but not very many of them convey the process. How much checking, trial and error, little things to check, to change, the little skills that you need to build via experience when sewing. So if you're a sewist and you remember your early days, I consider myself still in my early days. If you consider your very early days, your garments do not come out nice. One thing is in the finishing, and then the other is in the fitting. So it's important do that right, and that's why for me it takes so long. But I'm getting excited at this point about this dress. I can see the finished product. All right. The next step is unnerving, but it has to happen now, and that is the haircut. I need to even out the bottom of the dress, and this is where I am very, very glad that I have a dress form. It would be a lot more complicated otherwise. I did preliminary markings right on the dress form on half the dress, and I'm going to finish, I'm going to trace where I'm going to cut using the bottom of the pattern pieces where they're giving me a nice curve. Now we can finish those seams. While I was trimming seam allowances, I just remembered that one set of seams was worked with a base stitch. So I'll have to pull that out, stitch that properly, and then for all seams, finish them. Next, we need to work on the shoulder straps and the facing of the bust. And we'll do that next time. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.